Music mogul Sean "Diddy" Combs
has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul.
Combs had been living there for several weeks. A person with knowledge of the investigation told NBC News the arrest was based on a sealed indictment brought by the Southern District of New York.
His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear as of this moment.
On Combs with conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs threatened and coerced victims to fulfill his desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, and robbery, and the obstruction of justice. They say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs had exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines.
I mean, in the beginning, like the first 3.5 years, the first 3-4 months, he was really nice. But then after that, he started being
a startling new charges against his purported victim traumatized and degraded Diddy's legal problems have become worse in less than 48 hours after his solemn Mayola, "I'm not pleading for pardon, I apologize extra" has this explosion. Fresh 15-page complaint that the model filed Crystal McKinney says he won her over. Intoxicated on booze and smoking a marijuana that was containing what she claims to be a drug or another alcoholic beverage.
Arrest of a former SU basketball walk-on player, Brendan Paul, who's part, police say, of a sex trafficking investigation of rap mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs. Paul is accused in court documents of being Combs' drug mule.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. Had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Shut! A recent legal complaint alleges Shaw Diddy's calls were continually rejected. Adria is an adult film actress and dancer. To be sexually abused in English by Celebration attendees at his New York and homes in Miami from 2006 to 2009.
What they're looking for, because it was going on the premises of sex, they're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage.
You have it all figured out, you really do. You got a key to the city, you're licking toads. Yeah. And apparently you survived it. Did you have to use the ambulance or was just there in case?
No, I didn't have to use the ambulance.
You didn't have to use the ambulance.
Being extraordinarily well and that her passing went smoothly. Shady tales of the purported romance between Kathy and Jay-Z became close when she was seen at a nightclub in Las Vegas. Diddy and Jay-Z's partying didn't work. Take a while for people to begin interacting, connecting the connections, and realizing Kathy was Kathy, Jay-Z's mistress, was sick of choose to lead a double life, and that it was at last appropriate to share her tale, and that's when she was first offed. Emergency personnel sensed her death was dubious, and NYPD officials hypothesized that someone may have supplied Kathy a nasty substance.
The boy, I guess, is, serious about his sport. Puffy is said to be a helicopter dad, shows up and, you know what helicopter parenting is. Anyway, a helicopter dad. So apparently the team had practice early in the morning, and Justin had missed quite a few practices, and then he wasn't performing suitable to whoever's watching over the team. I guess they would call that the coach.
Actually, we were the pioneers. Has over 30 distinct police enforcement. There are at least 3 beats in this scenario. This is how it all came to pass. Sandra, I might remark, as federal officers searched via Diddy's mansion on Miami Beach, they stumbled onto an empty landscape with the property having a ghostly unused electronic devices were seized. And a number of Diddy employees went through interrogation just to be after time. Lawyer Aaron Dyer was freed. Diddy's representative strongly denounced the raid as an overly harsh intervention (EMP), noting Diddy's complete cooperation with officials and was never taken into custody. Ominous remarks suggest a potential lawsuit conflict that shows Diddy as naive victim of unfounded charges as the media hysteria. After the raid, significantly diminished life on Star Island returned to its typical tempo, albeit with unanswered queries and conjectures circling the lavish mogul residence inhabitants.
This is incredibly disturbing footage, so I do want to warn our viewers, as you did. But as you said, Cassie's lawsuit, which was filed in November of 2023 and then was quickly settled overnight, it did open the floodgates. But in that complaint, Jake, she details an incident that she alleged happened in March of 2016 at a hotel in Los Angeles, physically assaulted by Diddy. Now our team in the LA Bureau, we have got our hands on that surveillance footage, and it appears to corroborate Cassie's claims identically.
We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say.
Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. Because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent.
It's craziness, man. And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this, and it's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him, other people. Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got sexual charges and everything on him. But he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN, is keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about that. This is something that goes on, man, that they're gonna push up under the rug, and a few years later, Bad Boy 5, 6, 7, 8 will be out. Context. Like they in the act. That's what they're looking for. So now they're gonna go through all those devices. If somebody got any kind of weird fetishes that they got little kids or little girls or something like that in any kind of pictures or any kind of photos that they took out of there, man. And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this. Yo, man, I should have saw, he told me he should have saw this coming with Cassie and the way he treated women when he slapped his mother. And I was like, he did what?
Yo, I did it. Told my he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts.
In the studio, he said, yo, I'ma drug their ass off and pick them out and pip them out to my nigga.
He looking around like, damn, like a lot of guys kissing each other in here, man. You feel me? What y'all do is y'all business.
So you've been to a party and seen this?
Oh, I've seen it firsthand, multiple times. I seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress, bro.
What?
I seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress with two other trans ladies in dresses. They all the same height at a Diddy party. Oh. Ask about Dwight Howard in Mexico.
What's up with Dwight Howard in Mexico?
You know, they don't got paparazzi out there like that. You feel me? They was down there hooping. He going to the club with these same ladies.
Hello, I'm Mandy from the recently unsealed indictment attorneys possess revealed information on the raids that were carried out both in Diddy's Los Angeles homes and, as stated in the indictment, Miami authorities confiscated a number of objects, referred to as freak-off supplies. These included medications and more over $1,000 lubricant and baby oil bottles. The nature of these products has become much more inquiries about the actions being take place at these sites, incorporating more intricacy of the accusations Diddy is confronting. As this case develops, the objects seized will probably play a major part in the prosecution's instance in the year of Sean Diddy Combs' arrest, Manhattan, after a grand jury indictment as recorded by several sources. But the precise accusations made against the song mogul is yet unknown. This signifies a noteworthy advancement in his continuing legal issues arise. Attorney Mark Agnifilo voiced dissatisfaction with what he called an unfair judicial system the U.S. Attorney's Office is pursuing. A remark earlier said that Diddy Arrives is a self-made businessman and devoted parent, and for 30 years has been a philanthropist, created an empire while being philanthropic Black community. Despite his imperfections, he is definitely not a criminal. Noted that communications have been completely cooperative over the course of the inquiry and even moved willingly to New York in advance of the allegations. Agnifilo asked people to make reservations verdict before all the facts are known, informed that the person coming is keen to clearly. Damon Williams, US legal representative for the Southern District of Additionally, New York verified Combs' arrest, claiming Sean was detained by federal officials, arrives this evening in the form of a sealed indictment, to which he further added, data would be accessible after this most recent indictment is revealed, and another arrest adds to the continuing legal difficulties facing Combs, include federal inquiries as well as numerous lawsuits, some claiming that the essay and misbehavior on September 10th. Previous Don Richard, a member of Danity Kane, filed a complaint, claims that verbal and this lawsuit's emotional anguish, a number of other prominent charges against the companies, including a November 2023 legal action brought by his Cassie Ventura, a previous girlfriend, in that suit. Ventura charged Combs with offensively citing a video from 2016 in which he was seen insulting her. Both of them parties reached a settlement barely a day after the public lawsuit was filed, with Combs expressing regret on Instagram and saying, I have nothing to apologize for in that video. Is that repulsive? I've attended counseling and striving daily to improve as a guy since Ventura's legal action. Further female come forward with comparable claims. In Joy Dickerson in November, Neal submitted a lawsuit making accusations Combs of writing and releasing the revenge videos. In a different, the complaint from December claimed that both Combs and R&B performer Aaron Hall-Ed, a female her pals in the early 90s, came with persistently denied all of these of escalating his legal issues. In this year's March, protecting the Homeland Examinations, HSI conducted out searches on buildings owned by Combs in Miami and Los Angeles as a component of an inquiry into claimed Saint. The incursions, executed with support from additional law police, HI came to confirm the agencies. Lawyer Aaron Dyer denounced the searches, calling them a needless demonstration of force. According to Dyer, Combs was never arrested and had provided all cooperation, authorities outlining the charges as a component of a witch hunt. He emphasized that Arrives is still innocent and keeps up the battle to clean his record both in the legal system and the general public.